So when you make the decision to sell your home, who is it that actually sets the list price? Is it the agent? Is it you, the seller, or is it something else? My name is Andrew Smith with the Andrew Smith team of eXp Realty, and that is a conversation I have had with multiple sellers over the years and with a couple of clients as recently as this past week. And so I thought it was worth going into and sharing some thoughts and ideas with you. Over the years, one of the most common questions I have received, or what the discussions I've had with people when going through pricing and coming up with a strategy is, well, the other agent I spoke to said the price could be this. And there's a big danger there because it's assuming that an agent is the one that actually sets the list price on your home. And that's not true, or it shouldn't be true. There are agents out there that are going to tell you, the homeowner, exactly what they think you want to hear in order to win the listing and put a sign up. But that doesn't do you any good if that pricing is way off and it was just fantasy land. Same thing with you as the seller. Do you set the price? Well, here's the challenge with that. There's many times, again, when I have spoken with homeowners and they say, well, the area we're moving to, the home that we want to buy costs this. So in order for us to buy it, we need to sell for this. Does that matter? And to be honest with you, no, not in a pricing discussion. It may matter with regards to your decision to actually list the home for sale. But ultimately, the market determines price. It's not the listing agent and it's not the seller. It's the market. A given home is only worth as much as a qualified buyer is willing to pay in current market conditions. So with that in mind, why not just throw a sign in the yard and sell it yourself? Well, again, I've done other videos on that, and you're feel free to look those up on the YouTube channel. But that's not necessarily the answer, the question that we're answering here. See, the thing about it is, for the listing agent, what should happen, in my opinion, is that your goals and objectives and desires need to be taken into account. What's your plan? What are you hoping to achieve? If you're moving somewhere, when do you need to be there? What's the current market conditions doing for homes like yours in your area? The agent that you're speaking to should have all of the most relevant market data for the most recent sales and current listings and under contract properties in your area in order to come up with what we would say would be a value range. Based on everything that we see and based upon what the market data is telling us, your home is worth somewhere between this price and this price. You then, as the seller, ultimately will decide where in that range you would like your home listed. And again, your agent should work through that with you on the pros and cons of where that number finally ends up. One of the objections to that is from a homeowner, from sellers, is, well, I need to leave room to negotiate. And the honest answer is, no, you don't. If the home is priced fairly, it's going to sell under current market conditions right at or very close to what the list price is. If you end up pricing too low in the range, again, I've heard it. Well, you just want to make your job easy. You just want to try and get a quick sale. No, that's not true, at least not for me. I'm not going to speak for everyone. But the point on that is, or the bottom line on that is, if you actually price your home below market value, you're going to have so much interest from potential buyers in your area that you're most likely going to end up with multiple offers, and that's going to push the price up. Again, that's how the market works. Supply and demand and market value. If you price a home too low, then the market's going to push it up to market value. If you price a home too high, you're going to end up having to make price reductions until it eventually sells at around market value. And I say at around market value because there is a danger here. If you end up pricing a home too high and the market doesn't respond and you don't get good activity and you end up making price reductions, my experience has shown that the ultimate or final sales price is actually going to end up lower than it would have been had you not been so overly optimistic and priced it so high in the first place. So the bottom line here is that ultimately the market determines the price of any piece of property. What your agent should be doing with you is doing the market research, showing you the data on where everything that is comparable has sold for, and coming up with a plan that suits your needs best with regards to timing, days on market that you're looking for, and hopefully coming up with a net proceeds amount that works for you and your follow on purchase. What does impact those? Location, condition, upgrades, amenities in your area. All of those are going to have an influence on where in that potential range your home will fall. And that is something that your agent should be able to work through with you. So, I hope this helps answer some of your questions. If you have more, please feel free to reach out. Shoot me an email directly, andrew@theandrewsmithteam.com, or feel free to give me a call, 888-447-9650. I'd love to hear from you. And if we can offer any additional assistance, please don't hesitate to reach out.